Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the awakening journey. I have a variety of different services that I do offer to assist you in your awakening process, and you can find those in the description box below. So today we're going to be doing a reading for the sign of Aries. This is going to be Aries Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, as well as for the cross watcher of the Aries. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Don't stretch it to fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, feel free to check out your other placements. If you don't know what those are, you can go to a website such as astro.com, plug in your birth information, and a chart will be generated for you. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords coming out here with the Eight of Swords. And so I'm feeling right off the bat, there's a decision that you guys are trying to make that you've been probably contemplating for quite some time. And it's really got you in some type of way, like mentally, you're feeling really stuck. You're feeling stuck. You can't seem to figure out and understand what to do. Your mind is kind of going away with you. You're feeling as though you're feeling trapped, whether this is physically trapped or just mentally trapped, and just really not knowing what path to choose, not really knowing what to do. And then we have the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So this is, I feel like there's an offer, there's something waiting for you. But in order to access it, you're going to have to put down some of these burdens that you guys have been carrying. I'm getting the message that for some of you, there's something that you've been waiting on to manifest or to come through, some sort of offer, whether this is like a financial offer, whether this is an offer from a person, whatever this may be. You've been sort of holding on to the hope for that for a while now, and that's become kind of like a burden for you as well. Maybe this is something that somebody said they were going to deliver to you, and you're feeling as though it's just not coming through, and you're almost like standing still in your tracks waiting for this, or not wanting to make other decisions until you know what's going on with this one thing, and you're just not receiving any. It seems like it's dead in the water kind of, and it's really frustrating you because you feel like you can't move forward until you know what's going on. And so this is a heavy burden that you're carrying right now. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is destined and fated events. This is like karmic cycles. This is the wheel turns when we complete a cycle. So putting down these burdens, whether it's this expectation, whether it's this sort of waiting around for somebody who can't seem to make a decision, and as a result being in this indecisive place yourself, whatever these burdens are that you've been carrying, it is time to put those down so that you can move into this next phase of your life. Because the wheel is wanting to turn. The wheel is needing to turn. And I feel like you guys have been sensing that, and that's been causing you some frustration. Especially right now, you have Mars in your sign. This is making you especially headstrong. It's making you really want to move forward. And so the frustration that's building up as a result of that it's unnecessary, because you absolutely can make a decision and move forward. You don't have to wait for this person. You don't have to wait for the situation. If it's not coming through, you can put the burden of that down and move into what is waiting for you. But the frustration of being stuck in that place and feeling like you're like ramming your head against that wall, right? Like you guys you want that to end. Okay. And so for some of you, it's as simple as allowing this wheel to turn is as simple as shifting your perspective. Learning. We have the Page of Swords and the Hanged Man here. So it's like shifting your perspective, learning. I feel like for some of you, there is going to be some sort of revelation, some sort of event that happens that teaches you something that allows you to shift your perspective and sort of put some of these burdens down, and maybe helps you facilitate you making this choice, whatever this decision is that brings you out of this energy, right? So, yeah. some event that's going to take place that's going to allow this shift in perception to happen for some of you guys. For others of you, this event is just you finally moving forward, finally being like, okay, this person, this situation did not deliver. It's time to go. It's time to move forward from here. Like, I'm making that decision. I'm making that choice to move on with my life and to see what else is ready and waiting for me. Like, what is actually ready for me, because I'm ready. I need someone or something that is also ready. So for some of you guys, it's that. But for others of you, it's you learn something happens, somebody says something to you, some sort of event or some sort of conversation occurs that helps you to see things more clearly and to see things in a new kind of light. Let's get some more information on the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, interesting. Then we got the Lovers, and we got the Four of Cups. So for some of you guys, this situation, this offer is a person. So this is a person that you guys have been waiting on that just hasn't delivered what they promised, and you keep hoping that they're going to. And you're carrying the burden of that, and possibly all kinds of different burdens where this person is concerned. And so you're needing to make a decision. There's a decision that needs to happen so that this wheel can turn. And you may receive information that's going to help with that. You may be the Page of Swords can sometimes indicate spying, right? So you may be sort of following this person's social media, talking to their friends, kind of listening to readings like this, right? And sort of getting some more information on them and what's going on with them so that you can make that decision and have that shift in perspective that's going to help you understand how to sort of end this cycle with that person. And it's really, I mean, this with Mars and you're in your sign of Aries right now, this is all about personal empowerment. So it's really about stepping into our power and taking charge of situations, taking charge in places where we feel as though we don't have the power. And sometimes we take that power back by walking away. But yeah, so the Lovers is Gemini energy. It can indicate like a situation that's full of a lot of passion. I feel like for some of you guys, I'm feeling the decision in love, which is what this card can also represent more than anything else. But I'm feeling for some of you guys, you had a relationship that was very passionate and sexual, and you thought it was going to turn into more, but that never got delivered. Perhaps they were insinuating that it was going to, but it never quite happened. And this could be them, this could be you, Aries. You can flip it whichever way it resonates. But that hasn't really happened. And now you're in this state of feeling really dissatisfied and being like, okay, well, that's all that this is. I thought that there was going to be more, and starting to realize that you deserve more than this, especially if this is not a unique situation and this is a situation that has repeated itself more than once. That's a cycle, and it's time to let that cycle end so that this wheel can turn. Like, this wheel really wants to turn for you guys. And so it's more about understanding that. And part of this research with this Page of Swords could be less about spying, and it could be more about learning more about yourself. And like, okay, so I know for me, and I've been in situations like this. I think we've all been in situations like this, right? If a situation presents itself repeatedly, then I have to start to ask myself, like, what is going on with me? Why am I continually attracting or allowing this type of situation? And then I can address it from that point of view and really move beyond that. And like, we all get to a point where we decide that we deserve better and we're ready for better, and then we demand better. And once we demand better and we refuse to accept anything else, that's when we start getting better. And so, and there may be bumps along that way. We may get something that appears to be better but really isn't. And then we have to make the decision of whether we want to leave that. And every time we step up, that wheel turns. Another spoke of that wheel turns, and we get closer and closer to what it is that we really deserve. Because all of us deserve love. All of us deserve commitment. All of us deserve to feel pampered and cherished. You, Aries, you guys are so amazing. You're so fiery. You're so passionate. You're so strong, right? such beautiful, beautiful individuals, and you deserve all of that. So if you're not getting it, then this is just confirmation that it's time to like put all of that down. Put all of that down. Any burdens that you've been carrying, any burdens that you've taken on from this person, anything that's weighing on your soul, like let that stuff go. Let that stuff go, and know that like a lot of this stuff is not yours. Like you don't have to carry that anymore. You don't have to carry anything for this person. If you've been carrying things for this person and doing the things and really like showing your part, like how amazing you can be, in the hopes that they're going to realize that they want to deliver what it is that you thought that they were delivering all along, but just haven't. Like, know that you don't have to do that anymore either. You don't have to give 100% to someone who's giving 50%. You do not need to do that. And now I want to, right, and then 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, because that's what's waiting for you. That's what you deserve, and that's what you can have. Yeah. We have the Two of Pentacles, which is balanced decisions again, right? And then we also have the Six of Wands, which is victory and success. And the Emperor, which is your card and your energy. And the Six of Pentacles, which is reciprocity. So that you can absolutely have. It's just like you got to make that decision. You got to make that decision to choose yourself. Now I want to grab a couple of these. This is the Psychic Tarot that I'm using now. And see what else we can get. Any more cards for Aries? Let's talk about this cycle that Aries is closing out and what's ready to come in its place. This turn of the wheel that's waiting to happen. Let's talk more about that. We got partnerships and alliances. That's beautiful. So this is the turning of the wheel, I feel. We also have balance, which we saw with the Two of Pentacles too, right? Balance. Triumph. Which we also just got, right? The card, it was a different card, but a card of triumph and hope. So that's beautiful. So it's this cycle of realizing that in your partnerships, you want balance, you want reciprocity, you want that give and take. And so this understanding of where things are balanced and where they're not, where you're giving more than you're receiving, and where you're ready to stop doing that and to really step and own your power and own your worth. And this, yeah, so that's what I'm feeling for that. And I'm feeling that you are, I mean, these are beautiful cards that are coming after that. We have triumph and hope. So like this is the old cycle right here, right? Or this is the lesson that's allowing the wheel to turn, is this balance and reciprocity in your partnerships and your alliances, and needing that and desiring that and working to achieve that. And once you do that, we have triumph and hope, which is like the star, right? So this is like healing. We have healing. We have triumph, victory. There's so much beauty. Like that's this next turn of the wheel that's waiting for you guys when you're able to really see your value and where you deserve more. We also have balance, which would be a card that signifies Libra in the traditional tarot. So, yes, and then the 7, I believe, would be the Chariot card. So that's great too. This is like momentous energy. Like there's a lot of momentum building for you once you're ready to allow that in. Like this energy, there is no momentum here. There is no movement here. This guy in this card right now, as I'm reading these, I mean, he's just kind of stuck. He, she, whatever. Not moving forward, there's no progress being made. This is progress, right? This is triumph. This is absolutely everything that you are looking for. And it's an inside thing, right? It's like this triumph and this hope that you hold within you all the time. Like we don't need an outside person to give us that, because we have that. We know that we are victorious. We know that we are powerful. We have that hope and that faith in ourselves. All right. And then we also have sacrifice and spiritual union. So this is interesting. So this would be the Hanged Man card, and then the Two of Cups in the traditional tarot. So this is really interesting. So I feel as though part of this triumph and this hope, so this is just confirmation for you guys that and then on the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Wands, passion ignited. That like, if you're worried that you're going to be alone, that if you release this person, if you release yourself from this situation, you're not going to have anybody. First of all we need is ourselves, but that's much easier said when we're lying alone in bed at night, wishing that we had somebody every once in a while there, right? Like, it's easy to say all you need is yourself, but of course we all want to be loved. We all want a partner, right? Not somebody who's going to come in and out, who can't commit, who can't be solid for us. We want something solid. That's what a partner is, right? Is somebody who's there for you thick and thin, somebody that we have that balanced and even give and take with, somebody who can hold us up when we need to be held up, that we can hold up when they need it, right? It's like that give and take, somebody who's in this, who's in it to grow, who's in it to learn, who sees everything that is amazing about us and helps us to see that in ourselves in those moments when we can't. That's what a partner is. That's what we want. We don't want somebody who's going to come in with this flabby energy here, right? Somebody who's indecisive, who seems to want one thing but really only gives another, right? We don't want that. We want a partner. And so this is absolutely possible for you, right? Somebody who reignites this hope within you. That like they are out there, who has this passion, but this passion that comes with everything else, right? That comes with this kind of energy. And so that is available to you guys, but it is going to require this once again being, we got this card twice, you guys, in two different decks, the Hanged Man. This requiring a change in perspective, requiring you to view situations differently, requiring you to step outside the boundaries of what it is that you think you know about relationships. And I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's coming out as well. So yeah, just a shift in perspective. I feel like for some of you guys, it's going to be a shift in perspective around somebody that you possibly already know, that you're going to see in a whole different light. So for some of you guys, that's going to be an energy. It might be somebody that you know, somebody who would exemplify that speech that I just gave about what a partner is, right? But you never saw them or looked at them that way. And then all of a sudden, when you have this shift in perspective, you start realizing that they are all those things that you were looking for. And the way that you thought a relationship was going to look, maybe it might not look with them. Or the way that you thought your partner was going to look or was going to be. Maybe they just don't fit that typical type that you usually go for, right? But that's like the turn of the wheel, is like we're choosing something new. Like maybe this old type wasn't working out, and it was, like we were talking about at the beginning, a lot of similar scenarios that always end the same way, and it's time to try something new with somebody different. Somebody who's not who you would usually go for. Somebody who, for some of you guys, has been there all along, right in front of your nose, and you just didn't notice. And then all of a sudden that passion is ignited. And then we have the Lovers again, which in this card is called Harmony. So, yeah, that's pretty incredible. But it's going to be some sort of awakening, some sort of change in perspective, some sort of this relationship that you move into eventually after you close this out. This may be very unconventional, but there may be something very unconventional about it. And that could be where that little speech came from about how maybe love doesn't look, or relationships don't look the way that you thought that they would, or the way that you thought that they should. is something unconventional, something a little bit different than what you've expected, but you realize as you have this shift in perspective that that's exactly what you need. So we're going to clear all of these out, and then we're going to see what else do I want to do for my Aries right now. Yeah, I want to pull a couple of these for you. So these are the Black Moon Astrology cards. We'll see what comes up for this. So we got Aries, August 2020. Aries, August 2020. And time is fluid. So this is dated August. It could be happening now. It could have happened already. It could be happening in the future. I have to date it something. These are the energies that I'm picking up on. This is the time that I'm picking up on them. Okay, and then we have solar eclipse revolution. So this is that inner revolution that you guys are going through right now, where you're realizing everything that you deserve. You're realizing, like, you are the ram, okay? Feel into that empowerment. Like, you guys are big. You guys are bold. You guys are not afraid to step outside of the box and to live your own life and to live that life the way that you want to live it. And you are being given permission right now to live your life the way that you want to live it, and to live it with who you want to live it with, but also to know that, like, that person has to want to live it with you too. And if they don't, just say bye, right? We don't need you. I'll see you later. There's somebody out there who is better for me, okay? And then we have the first house, the body. And so this is interesting. So the first house is the house that is ruled by Aries, right? It is your house. It's the house of identity. And so this says the body, which is interesting. But I'm feeling this for you guys more as like this revolution in your identity, in who you are, like seeing who you are in a completely different light. Like these incredible changes that have been happening, that have really been calling forward this whole new side of yourselves that you did not know existed. And really, really just the, like, sinking your teeth into the experience of that. And I actually want to read from the book a little bit about what this says. But the first house is how we are, how other people see us, right? It's the way that we instinctively view the world. It's like that first burst of who we are bursting into the world. That's why that is the house that is ruled by Aries. And so this is like your homecoming. You guys coming back into the truth of who you are. Like maybe you forgot for a little while, but now you're being reminded, and now you're stepping back into that, and you're feeling back into that, and you're remembering who you are, except an even better version of that has emerged, which is absolutely gorgeous energy to be in. All right. Move ahead with confidence. You are rising. Yes. And this is also the change in perspective, right? Because it's, like I said, the way that you view the world. And so the way that you view the world is changing, and that is changing you as well. The way that you view people and situations and all of that. Yes. It's important that you don't abandon your goals now out of boredom. Presently, you will start things with great gusto, but you must follow up. You need to finish all that you start. First house shows your image, so how you come across to others is of utmost importance now and bears greatly on your success. Perhaps you may opt for a new look, and indeed this can have a bearing on how successful you will be. And a lot of people do this as we're leaving people and situations behind. Sometimes we want to sort of renovate the outside, right? We want that new haircut. We want whatever it is that makes you feel more powerful right now, do that. As the first house is also about your physical body, it's important you pay attention to your health and the signals your body is sending you. Your body is your ultimate container, the first place your soul passes into. The first house can also speak of beginnings and starting anew. It implies that it is time to honor your gift of being distinct. It also suggests a position of leadership. When this card turns up in a reading, it may be time to defend something of value to you, perhaps your reputation, your authentic self, or your chosen life path. You may be challenged where you must stand by your convictions. You could have conflicts with certain authority figures and thus need to go some extra measures to keep a cool head in any given situation. This card marks a period of being tested and challenged, and it indicates who you are and who you will become, right? Just like we were saying. Whatever is implied in the surrounding cards will indicate what must soon be faced and met. Yeah. So really a lot of what we just said. Let's see what else we have coming out here. Okay. Then we have North Node, Life's Purpose, and Neptune, Sacrifice. And this is interesting because I didn't play too much into the sacrifice energy, but this is the second time that word's coming out for you guys, so that's really interesting. So we have, as you guys are evolving and your perspective is evolving. Everything about you is changing, right? You're going through this personal revolution. You are becoming more connected and centered in your life's purpose. And it is leading you, like these struggles, these situations that you're going through right now, and any other challenges that you're facing, are preparing you for your life's purpose, for your life's work. Like whether you understand it, whether you realize it or not, you are in this initiation phase right now, being prepared for this next phase. And really just pay attention to what it is that you're learning, how it is that your perspective is changing, how it is that you're shifting, and everything to do and everything around that, because that is going to possibly be like you're developing skills. You're also maybe going through something that you're going to be helping other people through, or whatever you're going through is going to have a bearing on your life's purpose and revealing that too. So really pay attention to the lessons that you're learning right now and what it is that you're learning about yourself and your strengths and your weaknesses and how you're overcoming those weaknesses especially. And then we have the sacrifice cards. And so the energy for this, with that card coming up twice, it's wherever it is that you're headed and whatever it is that you're gonna have to do. And I say have to do, but you're gonna want to do it. But it is going to involve some sacrifice. It is going to involve you prioritizing things, right? But it's not going to be that kind of sacrifice. Like if you related to and resonated with that relationship read in the beginning, it's not going to be that kind of sacrifice where you're not getting anything in return. It's going to be that sacrifice that's worth it because you are receiving as much as you're giving. Whether you're receiving that in terms of a new career path or some sort of passion project that you're starting and you're sacrificing for that, but you're getting so much back. Whether this new relationship that you embark on is also going to require sacrifice. But now you've learned what unhealthy sacrifice looks like, so you can apply that to your new relationship and sacrifice in a healthy way. And know and understand that any sacrifices that are asked or needed of you, you'll be able to see whether those are coming from a genuine place, a place of reciprocity, or a place of selfishness. You will have the tools to be able to do that. And it's just this Neptunian energy. So this energy of like things may not be what they appear on the surface. And so that's why you have to really, with that perspective shift, like be able to look beyond the surface. This is also reminding me of that energy of like this relationship might not look the way that you expect it to look, or the way that like things are sort of changing right now, and there's a very illusory nature to things. There's a possibility to really tap into your more psychic side, your more emotional and intuitive side, and you're really going to need to do that as you navigate the circumstances that you're currently in, as well as the circumstances that you're going to be in as well. And I also feel like this is indicating for quite a few of you that your life's purpose has to do with this Neptunian energy, whether that is this psychic energy, whether it's this energy of doing something that's beneficial for the collective, something that requires empathy, something that requires an ability to look past the surface and to decipher fact from fiction. Like maybe you're helping other people to do this, helping people to see where they've been living in illusion because you're realizing this and moving past that. Like there's going to be some sort of Neptunian quality for some of you into like what you do with your life's purpose moving forward. Yeah. And I was going to say something else, but it got washed away as I started talking about the energies of Neptune, right? Like Neptune can do that. It's the great dissolver. It totally dissolved my train of thought there. And then we have on the bottom of the deck, lunar eclipse change. There is going to be a lot of change, but it's going to be good change. And it's going to be, it's going to be, change is always scary, but these changes that are coming for you are so absolutely incredible. And then we have Jupiter return benefits, as we said, incredible, right? Jupiter, the great benefactor, and fire element desire. So this is like the passion ignited, right? Like your passion, your desire is absolutely ignited right now. Like you guys are going to be on fire. You guys are reclaiming that aspect of yourselves. If you felt like that fire has been muted, that fire is coming back. For some of you guys, it's just going to be getting out of the situations that you were in and really reclaiming your power. That's going to light that fire for you. For others of you, it's also going to be this person coming into your life, this new person, or this old person that you never appreciated before, who's going to help to light that fire and that passion for you. And there are so many blessings coming your way. Jupiter is going to deliver those blessings to you. And I'm trying to feel this out. I feel like there's even more with the Neptune card here. Like you're being asked to really tune into your internal guidance system. I feel like for some of you, you have abilities that have been starting to manifest or that will start to manifest soon. Psychic abilities, things like that. And so really like giving those, like not dismissing those, and not dismissing those little hunches of intuition that you get either. Like really developing those and looking into that kind of stuff. If you've been interested in kind of delving into some sort of paranormal study or something like that, if you've been intrigued in reading different books about that, about the soul, about any of this different stuff, like really give yourself permission to dig into that. Like you have abilities that are activating right now. And it's going to require you to take a little leap outside of your comfort zone, maybe, that change of perspective again. It's going to require you to open yourselves up to a certain extent in a way that maybe you haven't done before. Yeah, I'm just really feeling that activation energy. I mean, if you look at this card, I'm feeling that for you guys right now. Poetry, music, art, psychic mediumship, any of those things that you guys are interested in. Yeah. Tapping into your inner awareness. Creativity. Yes. All of that good stuff. That's really what I'm feeling for you guys. But that was the last message also that I wanted to come through for that, was just to like, be careful as you are, like you guys are moving out of this cycle of self-sabotage. And so be careful not to fall back into that or to fall into this area of sort of like escapist tendencies. Like really utilize this fire and take advantage of these blessings to catapult you further. Like if you receive blessings, don't sit on those. Really like build upon them. This is a huge period of being able to build and create this incredible future for yourselves. So I just want you guys to take full advantage of that. Take full advantage of all these beautiful changes, of all these beautiful opportunities, of everything that's being presented to you. And this new capability that you're getting to see beyond those illusions, right? To see what's deeper. To listen to people and to really Cancer, I feel. To feel them on a soul level, on an energetic level, to see beyond the surface of things. This is a gift that you guys are developing and honing right now, and it's going to serve you well. Yes. And help you to manifest, Taurus. I have all that you desire, my friends. All right, and then we're going to do a final card from the Keepers of the Light deck for you guys, just to get a little message from your guides, from your angels, from all of those beautiful ascending masters for Aries. Guidance for Aries. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. And actually, I don't often do that with these cards, but oh, that's so funny. I opened right up to the page. He wants to be read. This card wants to be read for you guys specifically. Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multidimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at heart level with all those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world, and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around him. He lifts up the hearts of the leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. Life's purpose, right? You're receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that there are loving beings of light gazing back down on you. You are not alone. So yeah, that life purpose is being activated. All of these situations that you're going through, all of these struggles that you're undergoing, like, they are building you up for something great. That purpose is going to be revealed to you. Take note, make use of those Neptunian energies, of that heightened intuition, all of that you, whatever it is that you're receiving right now, and fully utilize that to tap in to that spark of that passion, of that life mission, and allow that to begin to unfold for you. Ask Commander Ashtar for help and guidance with that, with the unfoldment and the revealing and the courage to take action on that life purpose as it is revealed to you. And then we also have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Just ride that wave, baby. Ride that wave, you guys. And then Radha, soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. That is on the horizon for you guys. As you remember who you are, like we talked about in the beginning of the reading, you're remembering who you are, and then you're stepping more deeply into a fuller version of that person, of that self. And you are attracting a soul flame. You are attracting somebody who mirrors that beautiful energy back to you. But first, it helps with having that harmony and healing within ourselves, achieving that within ourselves. And then Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Honor that beautiful sensitivity that's growing within you. All right, we're going to wrap that up for today. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aries. If it resonated, please drop a comment. I love to hear how you guys are feeling about the videos, if they're resonating, what your experience is. There is a link down below if you would like to donate to my channel. There's also information on the different services that I offer. I offer personal readings. I offer energy healing sessions. Those can be so very helpful, helping you to move through and break through some of these energies, really move into this cycle of incredible inspiration and activation that is seeking you out right now, and to release ties to everything that keeps you in that energy of feeling bound and feeling stuck. I can absolutely help with that, so reach out to me. I offer personalized Ascension transit charts as well, and a whole variety of different things. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. Click the bell with the little wiggles. That way you'll be notified when I make more videos. I love you all so very, very much, and I will talk to you soon.